So in this episode, we're going to break down some poplar to make the pieces for the face frame. Let's get to work. So now that we have all of our sheet goods cut down, cut to size, ripped, and cross-cut, now I can start on the face frame for the lower cabinet. I've already gone through the step of ripping my poplar down to 50 millimeters or about 2 inches. I could utilize the MFT to do all my cross-cutting here without an issue. I'm going to choose to use the KAPEX though, so we'll show you how to do that. All right, so to break down our hardwoods for our face frame, it's along the same process as the plywood. I've ripped my 2 edges. I've ripped this material down to 50 millimeters or about 2 inches. Now I need to make sure this face is square to this face. To do so, I'm going to use the KAPEX, get my material on here. I'm going to turn my laser on, and that laser tells me exactly where that blade's going to cut. I've got a line on either side of the blade, so I can line that up, get that set, and then use the clamp here on the other side that comes with the KAPEX. So I press it down, lock it into place, it's easy. Then I'm ready to cut. Cutting is as simple as pulling this trigger up, that allows me to bring the head down, and this is your power. Now, if you noticed, I let the blade completely stop before I raised it back up. We're all guilty of not doing that. Try and do that. I don't care if it's a Festool or another brand saw. It helps from keep that material from kicking out the back. So next thing I want to do is go to my cut list, which I've got listed in metric and imperial. Find the number that I need, which is 7/68 or 30 1/4. 30 1/4, I've got an imperial scale on here. You can also get the extensions in metric as well. So I can find 30 1/4 with my flag stop, lock that down. I know that's going to cut exactly 30 1/4 inches because I've calibrated these extensions. Calibrating the extensions is very, very easy. If you go onto our YouTube channel, you can find out more information about that. So once I have that on, I can slide that over. Now, there's something I want to show you. If you can see right here, when I put the poplar up against the fence of the KAPEX, there's now a gap from the fence on the extension to the poplar. That's on purpose. I don't want that perfectly flush with this. It's because my poplar may not be perfectly straight. It may have a bow to it. I always leave a gap in there. Some people do, some people don't. I've found that if there is a bow, it could bind up on the blade and cause kickback. Next thing I want to do is move my clamp to the other side of the KAPEX. Because I want the clamp on the same side as my flag stop. Once I have that all lined up, I'm ready to make a cut. And I see that I need 2 of those, so I can just slide the next one down, lock it into place, put my clamp on. So there's my 2 of my pieces, and then I've got 2 more of these to cut. I'm going to keep this scrap. I'll show you why later. So then I just follow the same process. I'm going to put my clamp back here, square this piece up first. Slide it down to my flag stop. Move my clamp to the other side. And 1 more to cut. So those are the bigger parts for my cabinet. So now I need to cut 2 at 12 3/16. Same process. I've already got a square end to work off of. Use my clamp. So earlier we had a scrap piece that I said we're going to come back to. What this is going to be is the distance between my top rail and the bottom rail for my drawers are gonna go. I measured it out. It's 114 millimeters, about 4 3/16 is the opening. So if I had to line that up with my laser on my KAPEX, I'm entirely way too close to that blade. We've all done it before. We've tried to get that 16th or 32nd of an inch taken off of that small piece that we only have one left to do, but it's just not safe. So I'm gonna show you a safe way to do it with the KAPEX. So I've got 2 scraps of wood. The one on the bottom has to be the same thickness as the piece that I'm cutting. I'll take the other one and just form a bridge between the two, assuring that my line's lined up with my laser. Clamp that down. Now that's in there nice and secure, and I can make my cut. I have a small piece and all my fingers. All right, for the spanners and the hanging rail, we're gonna follow the same process as we did with the face frames over at the KAPEX. I've got my cut list there. Set this piece to the side, make some cuts. So the first ones, we want 2 of them at 29 inches. Square up the piece first. Change to my next measurement. All right, so we have all our parts and pieces cut. Only thing we have left is the back panel to cut. We'll wait to cut that after we dry fit everything to make sure the measurements are correct. Now what we want to do is put the dado in our side and upper panels for the back panels. If you'd like to continue watching this cabinet build, click here or watch this video. And don't forget to subscribe.